On 2K Sports, this is the Eastern Conference Final. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Jones dishes to Arroyo, and that one comes up a bit short. Buck shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
Now that is how you attack the hoop.
Heat shooting 43% from the field. Kicks it out to Jones. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
House is checked in for the Heat. The Bucks leading. Pass to Augustine. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Here is House. That's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Miami making a change here. Chalmers is checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Hasselma screen. Shot clock at 6. Chalmers against Augustine. Chalmers' shot is no good. Sanders passes to Brockman. And here's Fresh. He has 7. To the inside. And Brockman gets it to go. Brockman's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Over to the wing. Chalmers scanning the floor. Right side Bosch. Back to Chalmers. The Heat need to get a shot off. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Staying with it right there. Bosch rewarded with a free throw attempt for his efforts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Sanders.
You know, Chris Bosch offers a versatility that you got to love. I mean, a terrific big man who can sink it from deep and also does solid work on defense and can post you up as well.
Now here's Fresh. And Mike Miller gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Augustine. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Down low. It's stolen by Haslem.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And it's blocked.
On deep, defending the lane with authority and not fouling.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You look at Fresh, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's stolen by Douglas Roberts.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
There's Brockman, and Jones sends it back.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
Just 5 on the clock. The second chance effort. And that one's good. Fresh has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Bosch will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. This is Chalmers up top, led by Augustine. Chalmers outside, and it's Bosch at the elbow. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Now, here's Mbamute. Still scoreless. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Mike Miller. The Heat with the lead. Chalmers with it. Outside Bosch. Back to Chalmers. To the middle. And the jam by...
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. It's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Chalmers. Bosch, that's the pick for Chalmers. Outside Bosch. Outside Jones. Chalmers outside. Oh, good with the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Basket counts. Shop's got 4 points now in the quarter. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look for Milwaukee. Andrew Bogut checked in for Jock. Chandler comes in for Mbamute. And it's Beasley in for Chris Douglas-Roberts. And Miami with a change here, too. James is checked in. Beasley against Chalmers. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort. That's how they use a size mismatch in tight. Take it to the rack.
To the inside. Here's Chalmers, and Chalmers slams it in.
Excellent finish from Chalmers that time. I love when he goes up strong like this.
Bogut with a screen on Chalmers. Pass to Bogut. Chandler outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it fly. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now, here's Chalmers. Here's James. Good. It's Bosch picking up the assist. LeBron's got 10.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Pass to Bogut. Beasley outside. Bogut with a screen on Bosch. Beasley for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 5 points in the quarter.
In order to win games, you gotta hit the jumper.
Chalmers against Beasley. Now Haslam. LeBron is screen on Chandler. Haslam dishes to LeBron. And the shot goes in. James has got it all tied up now for Miami.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Bosch kicks to Wade. James looking around. Pass to Haslam. From the elbow.
What a deny. He was right on cue with that block.
James Jones, who's checked in for the Heat.
Miami substitution. Number 22, James Jones.
To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's 11 points for Fresh.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Well, you look at LeBron James leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Fresh just behind him.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
The Heat have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Wade, bounce pass.
Number 13, first personal foul, second team foul.
Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's James. And it's blocked by Bogut.
No chance to convert that one. Stuffed.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Jones. Still yet to score. Deflects the pass. Unhindered. Going all the way.
You know, he appears to be pretty locked in offensively. Not having much trouble at all finding the shots.
The Heat trail by 6. Wade outside. Oh, tough finish from Wade.
Well, you see how Wade adjusts to whatever the defense throws at him? Strong finish there.
And here's Fresh. 15 points in the game. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 5.
Looking dangerous from deep.
1:51 left in the first half. Wade outside. Wade beats the inside defense.
Really warming up. He's scoring it with consistency this quarter.
A minute 20 left here in the second. Here's Haslam. Pass to Chalmers. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Getting work done inside. Chalmers not being dissuaded by his size.
Now Fresh. Beasley finds Chandler. Shot clock at 6. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
And the Bucks making a change here. Augustine's checked in. And then for Miami, Joel Anthony's checked in for Haslam. And Chris Bosh is subbed in for James Jones. Wade outside. Pass to Bosh. Chalmers outside. Wade with it. 11 points in the game. From deep. D-Wade hits from deep.
You can't take everything away from Wade. Sometimes you're just going to have to live with him making a 3.
To the left side wing. Augustine from outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Tie game in Milwaukee. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Bogut trying to get open. A beautiful reverse layup. 7 points in the game.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Pass to Wade. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Now, here's Chalmers. Bosh, that's the pick for Chalmers. With the drive, good on the shot. Chalmers has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Pass to Fresh. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Fresh has got 18 points in the game.
How about Bogut doing a good job setting that screen?
The Heat trail by 3. Now LeBron. He's got 12. No one covering.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Bogut with the screen on Jones. Six to shoot. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Masterful work in the pick and roll.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Bosch. And here's James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that. Credit the defense there. Adjusts his feet, takes the hit, and gets the call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Heat have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. You look at Fresh, what a contribution.
Well, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. You look at Fresh, a terrific rebound, 5th overall.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. In the corner, it's James. For the lead, it's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Milwaukee's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Fresh. Bosch against Chandler. Floats it up for Beasley. 5 on the clock. Bogut gets the bucket. Bogut's got 6.
Well, a very solid rebounder. Bogut using that reach there to get a second look.
Outside, James. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Wade. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul while also protecting the rim.
Pass to Fresh. Bogut with the screen on Jones. Fresh hits from the high post. Now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. To the left wing, here's Fresh, and it's Miami with the rebound. Bosh has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to LeBron. Outside Anthony. Now here's Wade. Not a lot of room. Misses the fadeaway inside. Buck shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Easily outside. Right wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Strong move inside sends him to the strike.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him.
And this guy brings a lot of heart to his game, and that's something you have to respect. He's got that desire to make a difference on the floor.
Both shots good from the strike.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Chalmers outside. Clock at 6. Here's Wade. Wade inside.
And this is why they continue to feed Wade, because when he flips that switch, there's just no stopping.
Pass to Fresh. From the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Fresh has got 26 points.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And then Wade slams it in.
Boy, explosive take that time by Wade. Charging inside and taking off for the slam. Big time work there.
Bogut with a screen on Chalmers. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Wade outside. Sinks that one from the post. Wade's got 8 here in the quarter.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Screen by Bogut. Pass to Fresh. Chandler outside. Beasley against Chalmers. Floats one up. No good from Beasley. Miami's on 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bosh, the screen. Back to Wade. Bosh finds Wade. Down low, tipped away. Chandler with the steal.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
It just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Inside, here's Bogut, and there it is for him. Bogut's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the Aussie Bogut just outstanding at cutting it through there in the finish.
Pass to Wade. A steal. Over to the left wing. Fresh with the ball. He's picked up by James. Chandler scanning the floor. And the ball goes out of bounds. The last touch by Chalmers. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Well, you look at Jones, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down. And, of course, Fresh, several spots down.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
And so Scott Skiles decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Let's make some noise for the 4-on-4 crew.
The Bucks working the ball around. 5 to shoot. Douglas Roberts passes to Brockman. Over Haslam. Rebound by the Heat. Mbamute against James. Over Mbamute. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And going downhill there, you have to stop the ball before it can get to the hoop.
Pass to LeBron, to the paint. Here's Miller. Douglas Roberts pulls it in.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Bosch looking around. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
That kind of effort on defense will not stop Bosch from using his strength to overpower that defense.
Down low and stolen by James. And here comes House, leading the fast break. James jackhammers it down.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Brockman. 1:03 left in the third. Augustine passes to Sanders. And finished off by Sanders.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's LeBron James absolutely owning the inside.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
Sanders with a screen on Miller. And Sanders throws it down.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
LeBron kicks to House. To the middle. Here's Bosch. And the rejection by Sanders. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Augustine. Hasn't made one yet. And finished off by Sanders.
Boy, you love to see the aggressiveness using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Here's LeBron. And the rejection by Sanders. Sanders with the steal. On up the court. Augustine passes to Sanders. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Out to the wing. And Haslam kicks to Chalmers. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good. Chalmers has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Miami.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Fresh and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 6-point game. It's the Wade. Stolen by Fresh. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Chalmers outside. Now Haslam. Now here's Howard. Guarded by Augustine. Howard, the pass to Chalmers. Yep, that one goes in there. Chalmers has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Fresh. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Augustine passes to Fresh. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Howard. Pass to Haslam. And the jam by Udonis Haslam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And Sanders throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him. No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over.
And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Now, here's Chalmers. Haslam screen. Chalmers dishes to Jones. Pass to Wade. Lets it go with the three. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
It's hauled in by the Heat. Haslam's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Chalmers finds Howard. And the rejection by Sanders.
Boy, that was a demoralizing rejection right there. This is what happens when you challenge him at the basket.
Rockman, the pass to Fresh. Lays it up off the glass. Fresh has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
Driving to the basket. Chalmers' shot is no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And a new group in for the Heat. Anthony's checked in for Howard. Wash comes in for Haslam. LeBron's checked in for James Jones. And Miller's subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Curry. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He shot the ball 11 times.
Great effort offensively. That bucket was well deserved.
Bounce pass from Chalmers. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Chalmers has got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Hey, when you go in there, you better finish strong, and he did.
The Heat trail by 10. Outside Anthony. Pass to James. Shot from 12. Fresh pulls it in. Fresh has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
And the Bucks with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Curry. Chandler comes in for Mba'amuta. And it's Beasley in for Chris Douglas-Roberts. Eddie House is checked in for the Heat. Chandler outside. Bogut sets a screen for Beasley. Inside, 6 on the shot clock. Count that one. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Yeah, the clean roll, the great hands. Bogut is vicious on that play.
James with it. Out to Miller. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. James in the post. He's covered by Fresh. And no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. The Heat trail by 15. Here is House. Pass to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Bosh, the screen. Three-pointer. Wade. Miami no good on that time either. Bucks leading by 15. Down low. Beasley. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Wade. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the grown man strength of Wade powering his way through the contact.
Chalmers, he's checked in for Eddie House.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
That free throw good from Wade. Bucks leading by 14. Takes it inside.
Attacking the paint. That's the attitude the coach wants his players to have.
And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Pass to Wade. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Bosh. Michael Beasley missing his last shot. Wade passes to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Decided there was no need for a soft finish on that tape.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-7 run. Pass to Fresh. Over Wade. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Heat trail by 14. From 12 feet out. And it's blocked. Driving in.
Penetrating to the cup. Getting downhill. Wow.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. The Heat trail by 16. to go.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Puts it up from 12. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
And the layup is off. Milwaukee leading by 18. Rebounded by Anthony. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Wade. James in the high post. And he banks the layup in.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Bogut with the screen on Chalmers. Now here's Fresh. James defending. Now here's Fresh. And it misses.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Gonna be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Bucks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Fresh.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those leaders.
Here's Chalmers following the three by Milwaukee. Pass to LeBron. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. Hi again. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, Game 2, just about ready to tip off. And in our matchup tonight, you'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. You take a look at the Bucks. They started off this series with a win and are once again looking to take care of business here at home.
Yeah. Defending home court is the priority. They don't want to lose that advantage, and they certainly don't want their opponent gaining any confidence.
From 10 feet out, yes, that goes in.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the baseline. Rebounded by Bogut.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Bogut with a screen on Bosch. And he dunks it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
To the middle. And there finds Beasley. Miami grabs the miss. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Miami. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And one of the most underused shots in the game, the floater, it totally neutralizes shot block.
Pass to Anthony. Outside Bosch. LeBron up top. He's covered by Fresh. LeBron can't get it to go. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bogut with a screen on Jones. So the wing on the left. A shot by Bogut.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Chalmers. Here's LeBron. 8 on the wing. Lets it go. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Wade's shot selection really impresses me. Understands his strengths and recognizes when to take that jump.
Bogut with the screen on Chalmers. Beasley outside. Bosch against Chandler from outside the arc, and that one's good. Fresh.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's LeBron. Nothing on the board. Here's Chalmers. Wade outside. Pops in the layup for 2.
Clearly, Wade knows how to make the most of an inside look, capitalizing on a high percentage chance there.
Stolen by Bosch. Fires from the line. Fresh pulls it in. Bucks leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Wade missing again. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Beasley with the screen on Wade. Pass to Fresh. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. He was all alone on that. 9 points in the game so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Is checked in for the Heat. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. You look at James, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Fresh.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Here is House. Back to LeBron. Stolen by Fresh. For the finish.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Bosh, the screen. To the paint. Looking to end the run. A basket good off the assist from Wade.
Bosh is so good at setting screens and rolling with purpose. He's got quick feet and tremendous agility.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Yeah, Kevin, I did have a chance to speak with head coach Scott Skiles. We chatted about facing off of LeBron James and what a tough task that is. Coach told me LeBron is about as smart as anyone I've ever seen. And throwing the physical challenge, he's as tough as they come to try and stop. Can't game plan for a guy like LeBron James. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
What's up?
At the line for Milwaukee,
and so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 13-point game. Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
With the teardrop, and that one drops for him. He's got 11.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Wade outside. Bosh hits the pick for Wade. Takes it inside. Now the Bucks moving it up. Drops in the breakaway late. And the Bucks lead by 17. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Bucks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the Heat pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. From the line, here's Bogut. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Heat also with the sub. Haslam's checked in. The Heat trail by 17. Wade outside. Anthony with the screen on Douglas Roberts. Wade. And it's Anthony with the jam.
What a finish. Just powering it down.
Milwaukee with the ball. To the right side. Augustine finds Bamute. Back to Augustine. Fires high post. A shot that time, not on target. The Heat have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Wade outside. To the inside. Here's James. Takes it off the glass.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Here's Sanders. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here is House. Still without a basket. And some changes here for the Heat. Bosh comes in for Anthony. And Jones subbed in for LeBron. Milwaukee with the ball. The lead is 15. Back to Augustine. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Bosh. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And, you know, Chris Bosh is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
Brockman dishes to Sanders. Here's Brockman. The Shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Bosch. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bosch has got 6.
That kind of effort on defense will not stop Bosch from using his strength to overpower that defense.
And so Scott Skiles decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Fresh is checked in for the Bucks. Mike Miller's checked in for Miami. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. You look at Jones, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down. And, of course, Fresh, a little bit down the ladder.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Now here's Fresh. He's got 10. And it's Haslam with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Heat moving the ball around. Shots good by Bosch.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Brockman. Pass to Mba'amute. Doubled by Bosch. Out to the wing. Augustine against Miller. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Fresh.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Here is House. Still scoreless. Pass to Bosch. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And here we go. Heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Finals. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Fresh. For 6, he's yet to miss from the field.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Jones. Here's Bosch. Can't hit that one. Carolina. Bahamute kicks to Augustine. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Fresh. Bosch against Sanders. Here's Fresh. And he drops it in from the low post. Fresh has got 4 this quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Pass to Arroyo. Bosch, a screen on Augustine. The drive by Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Really like the long strides Bosch takes on the drive. Outstanding at quickly getting to the rack.
Screen by Sanders. Shot from 16. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And that's now 19 points for Fresh.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Haslam, the pass to Miller. Stolen by Fresh. They're running. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair with 2.5 minutes played so far.
Look, it's been this way for him all night. Points have come in bunches and easy.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Sanders. Heat also with the sub. Chalmers, he's checked in for Carlos Arroyo. Miller dishes to Haslam. Pass to Bosch. Woke loose. And here's Augustine. And here's Fresh. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Chalmers. The rebound by the Bucks. And Bosch now top of the key. Augustine grabs the board. And the Bucks with possession. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. And Bahamute inside. Haslam on him. It's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Jones slams it in.
That is good offense. Unselfish play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Wade, he's checked in for Mike Miller.
The line for one.
Bucks leading by 21. To the paint. Here's Jop, and he banks in the layup. Jop's got his first basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Jones. Now Wade. Chalmers outside. Back to Wade. Just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away, Fresh pulls it in. Fresh has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Douglas Roberts pass to Jop. Now here is Haslam. He's guarded by Mbamute. Good.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Now Mbamute. Pass to Fresh. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Fresh has got 11 points in the quarter.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Changes here for the Bucks. Andrew Bogut checked in for Jop. Chandler comes in for Mbamute. And it's Beasley in for Chris Douglas Roberts. LeBron's checked in for Miami. Wade, right side. Misses in close.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Pass to Fresh. Out left to the wing, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by James. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Clock at 4. Pass to Bogut. Takes it off the glass. Bogut's got 6.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
Chalmers with it. Scoreless thus far. Wade up top. On the money from 12 feet away.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Miami, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. It's deflected.
Yeah, when you go to the rim, you better bring it or it's going to get rejected.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
To the middle, got a piece of it. Fresh, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now, here's Wade. He's got 6.
Love the aggressive defense right at the rim. He refused to let that thing get through.
Lobbed up there for Chandler. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 30 points for Fresh.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
Chalmers outside. Now here's James. He's covered by Fresh. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by LeBron, no good. Milwaukee has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Chandler's shot, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's James.
Number 13.
And the Heat making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Heat substitution. Number 22, James Jones.
Wade up top. He has 6. 5 to shoot. Looking to get it going, and he sinks the layup. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you see how Wade adjusts to whatever the defense throws at him? Strong finish there.
Is hammered home.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open look.
And the jam by Udonis Haslem.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Milwaukee making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Joel Anthony's checked in for Miami. Bosh comes in for Jones. On defense, Miami. To the left wing. Back to Chandler. Pass to Augustine. Pocket 6. Rebounded by Anthony.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
Now, here's Chalmers. No scoring in this one. LeBron with the buckets.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
That shot wide open. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Bogut with a screen on Wade. There's the dunk to finish it off.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Now here's James. He has 6. Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Screen by Bogut. Excellent D from Wade.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
Bosh sets the pick for LeBron. And another basket for Miami. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. Glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Heat shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Pass to Bosch. Chandler with the steal. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Chalmers. He has yet to score. James. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 5th assist in this one. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 21.
Takes a lot of agility to pull that off. How about that ball handle?
And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. James in the high post. 10 points for him. Clock is at 3. Anthony sets the pick for Chalmers. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
That was a sweet one right there.
Screen by Bogut from deep three-point land. Miami grabs the miss.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Oh, nice pass to set that bucket up.
Bucks leading by 22. Hi again. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, it was a great Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, Game 2, just about ready to tip off. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Miami Heat. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. So the tip-off goes to Miami. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Fresh. James, no good.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Over to the left wing. Fresh with the ball. Wade picks him up. And that one's good. Fresh.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Now here's LeBron. Fresh pulls it in.
I thought he had that one. I think he did too.
Beasley. And it's Miami with the rebound. LeBron left side. Pass to Anthony. It's tipped. Chandler with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Nothing like taking it to the hole yourself.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. LeBron with it. Bosh, the screen. Wade passes to Bosh. Chandler with the steal. And here we go. Beasley outside. To the left side wing. Knocks down the three ball.
That is just a fantastic read right there. All about sharing the wealth.
Not a fast start here for the Heat. Searching for their first points of the game. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now, here's Chalmers. LeBron outside.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Milwaukee leading by 4. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Fresh. Here's Bogut. Good work there as it goes.
In the paint, Bogut so comfortable, and he loves working right underneath the basket.
And Chalmers kicks to Anthony. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
And how about the aggressive finish inside? You can't shy away from the contact down low.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Bogut with a screen on Chalmers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
First free throw is good.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Down low, Beasley with the steal. Fresh, the pass to Bogut. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. James against Beasley. LeBron with the bucket.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Pass to Fresh. Here's Beasley. Five on the clock. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Wade. Over Chandler. That's short off the rim. Milwaukee leading by 6. Inside. Here's Beasley. That ball's nice feed that time from Chandler. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Chalmers. Still yet to score. Outside Bosch. Pass to James. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. House is checked in.
Miami substitution. Number 55. Eddie House.
On defense, Miami. They trail by 6. Just 5 on the clock.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now Wade. Anthony kicks the box. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. You look at Fresh, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Miller's checked in for Wade. Screen by Bogut. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Anthony. The Heat trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Bosch. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And, you know, Chris Bosch is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Milwaukee's head coach. He said we're going to do our best. Slowing him is about all you can hope for. But you can't lose focus on his teammates either. Kev, back over to you.
Thanks, David. Pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to LeBron. Outside, House gets the three-pointer to fall. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Zero hesitation on that shot.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
A different look for Milwaukee. Rockman's checked in, and Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Beasley. And Miami with a change here, too. Haslam's checked in. Here is House. Mbah-a-Moute with the steal. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. It's good from long range. He's got 12. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnover.
So it's the Bucks now after the Heat pick up 2. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Augustine is a real sniper from beyond the arc. You give him these kinds of looks, you're going to regret it.
LeBron James on the wing. Anthony with the screen on Mbah-a-Moute. James dishes to Anthony. And it's sent back by Bogut.
You aren't scoring on him at the rim. Forget about that. No way, Jose.
That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here is House, and by Augustine. Steps back. Shot from the top of the key. Good on the bucket. House has got 7.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
To the paint. No good from Bogut.
No one to blame on that one but himself. It looks like that. You've got to take it there.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Now here is Augustine. Pass to Bogut. And Bogut slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Heat trail by 7. Miller outside. Pass to House. Out to the right wing. And here's Haslam. Nothing on the board. Outside, Jones. 4 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. It's House. Outside. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here is Douglas Roberts. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Augustine passes to Sanders. Here is Mbamute. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range during the first quarter. Here's Miller, and the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
And sometimes defenses forget how tall Miller is. He uses that 6'8" frame so well inside.
Now here is Augustine. It's Douglas Roberts on the wing. Here's Brockman. Back to Mbamute. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Fresh is checked in for Milwaukee.
Number 7.
And the Bucks with possession here. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Sanders. And Jones pulls it down. Miami trailing. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Now here's Fresh. Six to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. The shot, no good. tie game in Milwaukee. We got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the Bucks.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Augustine following the basket by Chris Bosh. And that one's good. Fresh. Fresh has got 7.
Rise and fire. Love the confidence.
The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Haslam. Now Bosh. Sanders with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Brockman kicks to Mbamute. Here's Fresh. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Over to the left wing. Here's Arroyo. No scoring in this one. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Read it perfectly and got his teammate the ball off the pick.
To the left wing. And Haslam kicks to Arroyo. There's another one for the Heat.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Sanders, and finished off by Sanders.
A decent passer. Mbamute knows how to get the ball to his teammates.
The Heat trail by 5. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Teams changing it up here. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Well, you look at LeBron James leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Fresh.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Now, here's Chalmers. Still without a basket.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers. On that feed.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Mbamute. Out to the right wing. Fresh with the ball. He's got 9. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Gets it from three-point range. And that makes it a tie ball game.
This team really relies on Chalmers knocking down 3, spacing the floor. That's where he really brings some value.
They set the pick. Mbamute, the pass to Jeff.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Bucks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one is off. Dwayne Wade, he's checked in. For Mike Miller. And he sinks the second.
Hey, I've said it before, it's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Chalmers. Bosch has got the lead up to 1 now for Miami. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Bosch. To the wing on the left. To the inside. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Heat.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Bogut, he made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes them pay the price.
Wade outside. Haslam a screen. Wade down the lane. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Milwaukee. Beasley comes in for Mbamute. LeBron's checked in for the Heat.
And the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
And that one's good. Fresh. Miami's on 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Chalmers against Beasley. Chalmers' shot is no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So
threw it down. Force. Terrific flush.
For Miami, they've gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Pass to LeBron. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Now here's Beasley. Down low. Pocket 6. Stolen by Bosch. Pass to LeBron. Got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's Haslam. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 2.
Again and And again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And it's good, 2 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Outside, James. Bosch, that's good. 16 points for Chris Bosch.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
Fresh up top. He's got 13. Drives to the hoop. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the low block. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. 16 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Chalmers passed away. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Fresh. Over LeBron. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Miami's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Chalmers dishes to LeBron. Back to Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And here's Wade. Over Chandler. And that's collected by Bogut.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now here's James. He has 7. And sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
Pass to Fresh. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Wade with the ball for Miami. To the paint, here's Bosch. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Bosch has got 18 points in the game.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so Scott Skiles decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Milwaukee making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in for Haslam. The Bucks trail. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. With the drive, and Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Chandler. Still scoreless. Pass to Augustine. 5 to shoot. Over Anthony. Offensive rebound. Bogut scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Outside, James. Inside. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by James.
Great execution to get a look at the rim.
59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 5 on the clock. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Anthony takes the pick for Jones. Passed away. Outside, James. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
An elite scorer. Bosh can be the man, a guy you go to every trip down the floor.
Beasley. And it's Miami with the rebound. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Puts up a deep 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance for Chris Bosh. He has been the story for the Heat. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bogut with the screen on Jones. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. You look at Fresh, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Now, here's Wade. Pass to Bosh. From deep, LeBron. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bogut's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Puts it up from 7. No good from Beasley. And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat. A 2-point game. And the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Bogut with the screen on Chalmers. From deep 3-point land. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to LeBron. Bosh the screen. Here's James. Another miss by James. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Fresh. James defending. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a lot to show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
No good off the front iron.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Beasley. Chandler outside. Here's Fresh. The putback. It's good on the putback. Bogut's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Using all of his 7-foot frame there. Bogut saves the play with the putback.
James outside. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
He absorbed all the hits and finished anyway.
Bogut with a screen on Chalmers. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. 2 points for him.
And such a valuable high percentage shot, and he does a great job of taking advantage.
Wade feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's James. Over Fresh. Another miss by LeBron. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Beasley. For the lead. And he lays it up and in. Beasley's got 6.
That's how they use a size mismatch in tight. Take it to the rack.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Wade outside, pass to LeBron. Now here's Chalmers. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Bosch. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 4th assist in this one. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Shot clock at 6. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to LeBron. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Putting those passing skills to work. LeBron, truly a gifted passer.
Chandler outside. Fires from 14. Here's Fresh. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Fresh has got 17.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
From the stripe. No good from Wade. Milwaukee in the lead. Bogut with a screen on Wade. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 26.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
It's deflected. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good measure.
Hey, if you're going to go to the windmill, might as well make it as flashy as possible.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. A different look for Milwaukee. Rockman's checked in, and Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Beasley. House is checked in for the Heat. On defense, Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. James looking around. Count it, good. LeBron's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
And Anthony sends it back.
The offense thought it'd be an easy shot, but he proved them wrong there with authority.
A different look for Milwaukee. Sanders comes in for Andrew Bogut. And Chris Douglas-Roberts subbed in for Fresh. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from 12. The Heat trail by 4. Pass to Anthony. Outside Bosch. Here is House. Now James. 15 points in the game.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Anthony with the block.
He was not having it. Get that stuff out of here.
To the inside. Here is Mbah-a-Moute. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And Mbah-a-Moute has got his first basket of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to House. 3-pointer. A rebound by the Bucks. It's Douglas-Roberts on the wing. Here is Sanders. Rebound by House. Wade outside. Pass to Anthony. Outside, House. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Bucks leading by 6. Here's Sanders. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And so James will bring it up with the Heat. Bosch passes to Wade. 1:52 left to play in the third. Pass to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. And Bosch now top of the key. Over Sanders. Bosch misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort. Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here is House. He's got 10. Pass to LeBron. To shoot. A fadeaway. That shot off the mark. Bucks leading by 8. Down low. Wade with the block.
I tell you what, Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the two-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Milwaukee. Haslam, he's checked in for Miami. Miller comes in for Wade. So it's the Bucks now. Augustine, no luck. Bosh scanning the floor. Pass to House. LeBron James on the wing. Now Bosh. And the rejection by Sanders.
And we saw he was ready to swat that one away in very good position.
And here's Augustine. Over LeBron. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Chalmers outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. On the wing, over Fresh. Almost, but it rolls out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And Miami has possession. Following the 3 by Milwaukee, here's McClure, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 5th assist in this one. Milwaukee leading by 9. Out to the wing. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to Ba'amute. Over Haslam. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Brockman's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here's Wade. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Douglas Roberts pass to Mbamute, and he makes good on the layup.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
On the wing, Jones. To the middle, it's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Curry's checked in for Milwaukee. And Miami also making a switch. Juwan Howard's checked in for McClure. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Bucks leading by 13. Pass to Curry. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. A floater. It's tipped. Howard dishes to Wade. That shot is off.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Out left to the wing. Curry, a screen on Wade. Spins. Shot clock at 5. Goes up on the wing. And he did. Get quite enough under that one. The Heat trail by 13. And here's the fast break. Chalmers leading the way.
Boy, just a simple feed that time by Mario Chalmers finding the open man.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Douglas Roberts' shot is off.
And and you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Ba'amute with it. Wade picks him up. Trains the... footer. And it's now 22 points for Fresh. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And look at how high he got, playing way above the rim.
Wade gets to Haslem. Over to the left wing. Haslem a screen. Pocket 6. Pass to Jones. Here's Wade. And again, it's the Heat missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this team's lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebound, and you've certainly been at the... at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's Wade with the ball for the Miami Heat, trailing by 17. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Fresh. Pulls it in. Fresh has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Also a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Wade outside. Outside, Jones. Good ball movement here by Miami. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Drops in the tray.
Chalmers kept his eyes on the rim, playing with confidence.
Bucks leading by 14. And so Scott Skiles decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. With the whole new group on the floor. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to listen in on Scott Skiles' huddle with his players. He gave them credit for the defense, saying, excellent job, guys. Really great job. Got to maintain that same energy and keep forcing turnovers. We'll see if they're able to do it.
Thanks, David. Now here's Fresh. 5 on the clock. A good-looking shot from the wing. Fresh has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
LeBron outside to the paint and is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Wayne Wade's checked in for Miami.
Miami sets the PJ. Number 3, Wayne Wade.
Down low, Bosh, and Chris Bosh with the slam.
D-Wade showing you his savvy at work moving. Things around and opening up the floor for his teammates.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's James to the middle. Anthony, the pass to Bosh. And here's Wade. Clock at 4. And it's blocked.
Hey, if you lack rim protection, you will be taken advantage of. That's great defense.
The Heat making a switch here. Chalmers is checked in. Milwaukee leading by 18. Beasley with the screen on Chalmers. Pass to Fresh. He can't get that one to fall. Bosh with some nice D. The Heat trail. By 18, the drive by Anthony, and so Miami again turning it over.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Milwaukee's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here he goes. Rebound by Mario Chalmers. Miami's on 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. LeBron outside. Inside. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by James. LeBron's got assist number 8 now on the night. Pass to Bogut. It's stolen by Anthony. And now here comes Bosh leading the break. Now James. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Milwaukee leading by 16. And he slams it down with a one-on-one.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Heat trail by 18. Chalmers looking around. James in the post. He's covered by Fresh. Just 5 on the clock. James. Does not go in. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Bogut with the screen on Chalmers. Rips down the rebound. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Anthony sets the pick for Chalmers. James outside. Oh, what a play inside.
Bosh is so good at setting screens and rolling with purpose. He's got quick feet and tremendous agility.
Shoots the three. And that one's good. Fresh has got 31.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Bucks.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And they're going to build on their win in game 1 with another strong performance here tonight to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and if this game is any indication, these conference finals are looking like it may be a mismatch. If they continue to play even close to the level they have tonight, they'll be booking themselves a spot in the NBA Finals.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Fresh.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Beyond the arc, and down goes the three.
And you can sense that these fans
celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Now, here's Wade. Puts it right back up and in. On offense here, the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. Hi again. We welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. This series right now lopsided 3-zip. Can a comeback attempt be made, or will we see a team advance to the finals? Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Here we go. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Wade with it. Pass the Bosch. Now LeBron. Taking a look at Miami. So they're down 3-0 in this series, and these home fans hoping they can extend their season.
Yeah, and even if they can win tonight, I don't see a way they come back from 3-0. It's just too big of a hill to climb.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. And here is Anthony. Bosh dishes to Anthony. Chalmers scanning the floor. Now here's Wade. He's tightly guarded. Just 3 to shoot. Plays it up. Off the glass.
Clearly, Wade knows how to make the most of an inside look, capitalizing on a high percentage chance there.
Into the lane, and Anthony sends it back.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
Picked by Anthony. James, the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Watching LeBron in the pick and roll is artistry in motion. Timing, precision, everything's right on the mark.
Screen by Bogut. Out to Chandler. And it's Beasley in the corner. Back to Chandler. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Bogut. And finished off by Bogut.
A very solid. Solid rebounder. Bogut using that reach there to get a second look.
LeBron up top. He's covered by Fresh. And it's sent back by Bogut.
This is the kind of rim protection he brings. Superb work coming away with the block.
On the wing, Chandler. Bogut with a screen on lead. He shoots again. And Bogut with the nice basket inside. It's a tie ball game.
In the paint, Bogut so comfortable, and he loves working right underneath the basket.
Wade feeling it out a bit. Floats it up for James. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. You look at Fresh. Second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc. And of course, James Jones is doing even better.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Driving the lane. Can't hit from in. Close.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Anthony at the elbow. Wade outside. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Fresh. Charity stripe shot. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early, because because that can get you cooked.
Now here's LeBron. Scoreless thus far. And that one drops.
And, you know, Chris Bosh is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
For three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
James. Good. It's Bosh picking up the assist.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just whirls his way inside and takes advantage.
Chandler outside. Going inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And, you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Sweet move. And the bucket is good from Wade in deep.
I like the effort from the defense, but at that close range, Wade was not going to be denied.
And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the board, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Beasley against Chalmers. Pass to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Tell you what. Just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Here's Fresh. Logan with the screen on Wade. Here's Fresh. And he lays it straight in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's James. Eddie House is checked in for Mario Chalmers.
First team foul. Now in the game for Miami, number 55.
Bosh passes to House. 6 to shoot. James looking it over. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Controlled from outside. And And that one's good, fresh.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to House. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Misses off the left iron. Bucks leading by 3. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now here's LeBron. The shot's good. 6 points for LeBron.
And that's just good court awareness by Bosh, finding the open man for the easy one.
Pass to Fresh. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta. Fresh has got 12 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Udonis Haslem is checked in for Miami. LeBron James on the wing. He's guarded by Mbamute. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by James. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 4. Bucks passing it around. To Douglas Roberts. Augustine looking around. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Haslem, and the jam by Udonis Haslem.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Jones comes in for LeBron. Pass to Augustine. Sanders sets the screen for Augustine. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And Sanders throws it down.
A textbook use of the pick and roll, and he's the beneficiary in that one.
To the wing on the left. And Haslam kicks to Wade. Jones from outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Pass to Augustine. Here's Brockman. He has yet to score. Now here is Augustine. And Jones pulls it down. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wade. No good there.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Inside, Mbamute. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Got to convert those chances in tight.
The Heat trail by 6. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Now it's the pass to Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Bosch is so good at setting screens and rolling with purpose. He's got quick feet and tremendous agility.
And so Scott Skiles decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Heat making a change here. Miller's checked in. Fresh is checked in for the Bucks. Bucks leading by 4. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Bosch. Pass to Miller. On the wing, Jones. Here's Haslam on the wing. Miller looks for Bosch, gets it to him to the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Great open look there. And now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
Miller outside. On the wing, Jones. Back to Miller. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Miller. Outside, Jones. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami. Retains possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks leading by 3. Now Augustine hasn't made one yet. Fresh with the ball. Over Miller. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight. Two thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Right wing. And Haslam kicks to Arroyo. Bosch, a screen on Augustine. Arroyo dishes to Bosch. That falls. Great assist by Carlos Arroyo. Bosch has got his third bucket of the night.
Excellent positioning and movement. He's clearly got the pick and roll down pat.
Pass to Fresh. The jump hook. Another shot. Doesn't go there. Time. Bosch with some nice D. Miller surveying the floor. And it's Bosch at the elbow. Trying to get open is Miller. Basket good. 8 points for Chris Bosch.
That kind of effort on defense will not stop Bosch from using his strength to overpower that defense.
Back to Augustine. He set the pick. He takes it in. Here's Fresh, and another basket for Milwaukee.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the right side. And Haslam kicks to Arroyo. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Brockman. Lays it in off the breakaway. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Now here is Haslam. Pass to Bosch. And the rejection by Sanders.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. Don't think twice before trying that again.
Milwaukee shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one goes. Chalmers, he's checked in for Carlos Arroyo. The Bucks also with the sub. Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Larry. Sanders.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Chalmers outside. Bosch the screen. That's in the Milwaukee lead at just 7 points in the basket from Chalmers.
Getting work done inside. Chalmers not being dissuaded by his size.
Pass to Fresh. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Jones. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Jones has got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Over to the wing. Mute inside. Has room on him. And Mute the pass to Brockman. And it's good for 2. Brockman's got 6 points.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Miller outside. And the dunk by Bosch.
They know Bosch can be lethal. That's why his teammates look to feed him often.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Bahamute dishes to Douglas Roberts. The shot from the low post is good.
Great job using that weight room strength to get it in against tough D.
Here's Jones. It's slammed in by Jones.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys. Will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now here is Miller. Still yet to score. Bosch finds Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Outside Bosch. Stolen by Fresh. There's the drive. Field goal number 9. And he's 9 of 12 with that basket. The Heat trail by 7. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Heat. LeBron comes in for Jones. And it's Wade in for Mike Miller. Wade outside. James, the pass to Haslam. Good ball movement here by Miami. 6 to shoot. And the bucket is good.